Hey y'all. I want us to jump right in. But I do want to again make a reminder for Saturday morning. This is coming Saturday, April 23rd from 10 to 12. There's the ladies retreat at the Benson Pentecostal Free Will Baptist Church at 205 East Hill Street in Benson. And you can look it up online if you need to go back and get that address again. But I'm going to be speaking Saturday morning. There'll be light refreshments, and it's just going to be a beautiful time of fellowship and digging into the Word, allowing the Lord to pour over us and refresh us. The theme of Saturday is "You were made for such a time as this," and of course that comes from Esther, where her uncle tells her, "Perhaps you were placed here for such a time as this. What has God got you here for?" So I'm excited about that. That Saturday morning, no cost, no registration fee. Just come on. I wanted to make it as easy as possible for ladies to just step away and enjoy a little bit of time with the Father. So that is Saturday, this coming Saturday, April 23rd from 10 to 12. Now, we talked about in Mark 16:14 that Jesus reproved those who did not believe that he had come back from the dead, that he had been risen from the dead. And he goes on, after he corrects them, he says in verse 15, he said to them, "Go into all the world and preach and publish openly the good news, the gospel to every creature of the whole human race." And this of course was very new. It was very different because previously only the Jews could be God's people. But now because of Jesus, he says, preach this good news to all the world, the whole human race, every creature. And so now we can be born again, transformed, and that is part of that surpassing greatness of his power that is at work in us and for us who believe, that we've been talking about in Ephesians. And I wanted to read that in Mark 16:15 because that's key to it all. That surpassing greatness of his power all starts when we hear the gospel and we receive Jesus. Now, this surpassing greatness of his power has recreated us, right, into a new being. 2 Corinthians 5:17, which I'm sure is one that you are all very familiar with. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "Therefore, if any person is engrafted in Christ the Messiah, he is a new creation. He's a new creature altogether. The old, previous moral and spiritual condition has passed away. Behold, the fresh and new has come." So, this surpassing greatness of his power has recreated us into a new being. And this is something that I want us to just grasp a hold of, because I know that sometimes in ourselves, we just feel like we're spinning our wheels and we're facing and we're dealing with the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I've said this a lot over the past couple of weeks, and I feel like I need to put it on a note card on my forehead so that every time I look in the mirror, I can see it, is that Satan packages the lie that you will buy. And I, again, was talking to my mom and telling her about some things that I just am really feeling overwhelmed about, or that I'm just struggling with. And she said, "Well, I'm not going to make it too spiritual. I'm just going to tell you this is what I see immediately." And I said, I saw it as clear as day. And this is how the deceiver comes in. He had packaged a lie that I would buy, It all made sense. It was rational. My reasons were not outlandish. It was all true. But none of those natural things matter when the Lord has asked you to do something. None of my excuses matter. None of my reasons, none of my rationale matters when the Lord has said, do X, Y, or Z. And so Satan, who is the deceiver, I mean, and this is where I want us to really have revelation, is that it's not just that he deceives us over big things, that he deceives us over those little heel biters, those little things that just irritate the snot out of us and we feel like we can't pull away from. But he magnifies those things. And so he positions them and twists things in such a way that we think, you know, I need to just pull back. I don't need to do this anymore. You know, God, we need to find a different way. I can't do this right now. I've got 3 kids. I'm homeschooling. I'm pregnant. We have a business. You know, lots of things are going on. We're in all kinds of just moving pieces. All of those reasons are my excuses as to why I can't do what he asked me to do. And so when you see the lie that he packages so pristinely, and you see what utter garbage and lies it really is, you know, I just repented. Lord, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I found all of these natural circumstances and reasons to tell you that I couldn't do it anymore. You know, how many excuses did Moses give God? God said, go to Pharaoh, and Moses said, surely not me. I killed a man back there, right? Oh, but I'm not eloquent of speech. You know, all of the things that Moses told God, I can't do it. It's almost like you were telling God, you chose the wrong one. You must not be as smart as you think you are, because I'm not here. But we are a new creature in Christ. And that goes back to that transforming and the entire renewal of our mind. That if he asked us and if he says do it, then he is supplying the strength and endurance to do it. And we're going to get into the next part of this tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.